All right, Libra, here is your story. So I've been sitting with the images and the energies together in the story. Let's see where else it takes us from what I've already gotten. But first, and this has been happening to me more and more, and every time it happens, I just feel so excited. I don't have a specific spread. I shuffle, and however many cards come out of each deck, I trust is the amount of cards that just are needed to tell the story. And so I have 3 decks here, and so of each deck, 5 cards of each came out. So if you've been seeing 555 a lot and that resonates with you, am I out of focus? And that resonates with you, maybe look it up, or maybe you've seen it, and so this might mean that it's for you. However, this means, if 555 means anything to you, um, if you look up what it means, then I hope that helps. Otherwise, here is the story. I love this. This is this is to me like a Libra coming into its own power. And a lot of people say Libra is about balance or finding balance and justice, but to me, Libra is about the truth. Like if a Libra feels, because I'm a Libra, highly, highly psychic and intuitive. We know if there's something off, and we don't need to know what it is all the time, but if there's something off, we can feel it. It's almost like once you get to a certain perception and a certain part of your vibration and frequency, it's almost like something stops you from moving forward, because your natural state of things having you, the truth has to prevail. That's the justice of everything. The truth has to prevail. Truth conquers all. Like love conquers all. Truth conquers all. um, it's almost like something stops us from moving forward because we know something's off, and it's just we're not going to fall into things being off. We're too much about the truth and the just thing going forward. Um, and so this story, this energy, very much feels to me like this is coming into play. So the first card we have here from the archetypes is the ring, and the ring, but it looks like ring, so like there's an engagement ring here, uh, a wedding band, and there's a snake, and something that looks like a snake, and some patterns here. There's many rings here, and then there's more circle shaped around it from different colors. Go ahead and take a look at it. So what this card is telling me, and in the middle there's 5 stars. 5 stars right in the middle. And we're talking 555 here, so 5555 could also be a thing. Here we go. It's too easy to say that this is about engagements and things, although let's just get that out of the way. There might be an engagement or a commitment coming your way from an outside source, but most importantly, it's about the inner. And my readings, I try to keep other stuff out as much as possible. This journey is about us figuring ourselves out and coming into our own truth and living out of our own authenticity. And I try to have my readings focus on the self, not focus on someone's coming in to save you. That's not interesting. So very much this is an inner discovery. And so there's been cycles going on in your life that are revealing, and they're more and more obvious. Let's just use that word. They've become more and more obvious to you that there's cycles going on. I believe one of the explanations is like the earth and the moon are in this commitment as the moon orbits around the earth. They have this unspoken commitment to each other. And so this very much feels like you're recognizing cycles now, and it's taking you to a place within you that makes you look at your cycles in yourself. And there are some of you, your exterior world right now is very much pulling on that within yourself. So perhaps if you're in a partnership, is what I'm trying to say, you will see, this is the commitment that I'm talking to, that I got out of the way first. You will see a higher level of commitment, or commitment fall apart because it is no longer needed in this cycle of your life. You're going to a new cycle, a new way of being within yourself. And either your partnerships are going to be pulled in and have a stronger engagement towards each other, pull, a connection, or they will fall apart because they no longer resonate with you finding your own committed truth to your to self, to your inner self. So this was the first card, and so this over here, what it's telling me, that this inner self cycle that you've been on is very much making you look at your own shadow and your own. If you can hear that, it's one of my cats. Oh, it's Barrick. Sorry. It's really making you look at your own gunk, and really pulling you into this cycle. It's really just making you look at this, I want to call it, vicious cycle that you've been on, and being honest with yourself. Do you want to repeat the cycle, or do you want to use the next cycle to bring forward a different commitment to it? The next card out is the Seed. And that's what I believe is happening here. The more you go within yourself, the more you see this own shadow and these own aspects and cycles within yourself, the more you're going to start unpeeling these cycles to get to your true heart of you. And this very much feels to me right now, today, in this story, in this reading, if you can hear that, this almost feels like inevitable to me. Like you are going to peel all the cycles out until you get to the very core of you and find your truth, find yourself. It's almost like your inner core will emerge. It's almost like you've gone through all these cycles already. Get to the bottom of things to change your life, to come out on the other side of this shadow realm, of this shadow cycle. What you will find, and this is amazing how it's coming out here, the mirror. Excuse me. It's very much so, again, it's being mirrored on the outside, and your inner reality is getting mirrored on the outside. So whether something is happening or someone else in your life is mirroring these things to you, circumstances, jobs, family members, whatever it is. And it's actually you coming into your power here. This over here, the light side of the mirror is like, now you're getting to really see yourself. It's like finally this inner pearl is coming out and you can really look at it. And again, there's a moon here. It's talking again about cycles. You're really getting to see yourself, your inner self, your true core self. The shadow side of this is, if you don't recognize that everything on the outside is a mirror of the inside, you will fall into these same cycles. You will fall right back into the illusions, into the secret. The moon energy is illusions, subconscious, secrets, hidden things, this whole cycle. You can look in the mirror and not see yourself and fall back into the cycles. It's like a narcissist. You can fall back in love with the same cycle, or you can actually see yourself for who you are and what you are worthy of, and your own self-worth, and really take all of that in, all of those outside experiences in, as in, what is it really trying to show me? What cycle is going on? And it's going to help you break it. And then the final card, and this is why I'm saying this is you coming into your Libra energy. Althea, this is the Truth card. This is breaking light from darkness, integrating both in all these different dimensions. And now it's almost like you see there's a pearl here. It's like the pearl here, you found it. You found it, you polished it. It's coming out in this truth. And then you have here a star right here. So this could also mean that you're a starseed, although my starseed card didn't come out in this spread. I don't think it needs to, because these two over here are telling me that perhaps if some of you don't know it, you might be starseeds, or if that resonates with you and you want to look up what that is, maybe it might be able to help. But this is the ultimate truth card of you are now seeing it inside and outside. You are acknowledging it, and you're finding that to be your power. You're absolutely finding that to be. You can dissect the subconscious, you can dissect the illusions now, and you can see the truth from the falseness of it. And that usually always helps following your path. That's why I'm saying sometimes when we feel like there's something untrue or something's off going on, it's almost like we can't move forward. We're just not capable of it, because it just, if something feels off, we need to bring the truth to the situation. And I guess sometimes that's a lot of the reasons why Libras are known to be very indecisive, is because if we are not sure, it's almost like some of us are scared of the unknown, because if we don't know what the truth is, we don't want to risk taking the path of not following the truth, and sometimes we get paralyzed. But here you're so strongly coming into your power that you'll be able to see the truth, and that indecisiveness is going to go away once you come into your power. The first card here for the animal spirit is rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. And I think this is where, I don't know when you'll be watching this video, but we're during the pandemic here, and the lucky time for you is to go within. I think this is giving you the chance to go within and look at these things, look at these shadow realms, look at these cycles, find that pearl within you, and then looking in the mirror and look at your true self. Be able to see your true self and then integrate it and become the truth of who you are exactly. It's almost like you're looking beyond the mirror. You ever look in the mirror, look at your eyes? After a while, you'll start to see this shine, and you'll start to see yourself in a different way. It's almost like you're really finding your true self in your eyes. It's like the eyes are the windows to the soul. This is it. You're going to stare into that mirror. You're going to stare at yourself and find the highest truth of your loving energy, your loving power. The next card is the Bee Spirit. So it's telling you sweet results await. And of course, if you do this work, the sweet result is right here, your inner pearl. And very much, that's exactly what I've been trying to express, just this energy. I'm just so excited. The Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. It's exactly this that I'm talking about. You're going to see it within yourself. So this is also a lot of self-doubt. Maybe it's a lot of our indecisiveness, the Libra's indecisiveness, comes from a lot of self-doubt. Self-doubt sometimes is self-worth, and we get paralyzed. This, seeing yourself in this mirror, is going to make you reclaim your power, reclaim your truth. Let's move on, and then we'll come back. So the first card for the Shaman Oracle deck is the Medicine Wheel. And this is like in the traditional tarot, it's the Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, it's almost like you see all these animals in this card. Every animal has its medicine, has its energy, has its wisdom to offer you. And it's very much telling me that this is the time for you. It's also a timing card. This is the time for you. This is a lucky time here. One more animal, because there's no rabbit in this one. This is the time now where you're given all of these energies, all of this wisdom, all of this inner knowledge. Everything around everything has been given to you right now for you to be able to come to this final highest truth. This is the highest truth. And so around you, all of these things, this is the time, and all these things being offered to you. wanting you to get into the flow. Stop fighting it. Stop doubting it. If for example, you grew up telling the truth and people always made you feel like, no, that's not right, and you were telling them how you feel and they didn't respect your feelings, you were telling them basically like you are an honest person, everybody always went against that, again, made you feel like you were wrong or this is not right or you have to put away your truth and then live this because when you're a kid sometimes you don't have a choice, you have to survive, and so you get into what other people want from you. This is actually asking you to come back into the truth. Everything you've been saying, everything you've been feeling has been the truth. Stop following other people's flows and follow your own now. Come into your own truth. um, the heart of the sky here is talking about exactly what I just explained, but on a different level. It's almost like, so following the example of if you've been telling people the truth and they've been going against that and forcing you to live a different life that's been untrue to you, maybe you've isolated yourself. Maybe you've just decided, you know what, people can't be trusted. Nobody has my back, that kind of, you feel unsupported. And so it's gotten you to this place where now it's maybe hard for you to ask for help or to recognize when you need help or to know who to ask help from, because maybe you've just been hurt or backstabbed so many times or disrespected. This is actually telling you there is help. Ask for help. But I don't know that it's telling you to go out to other people. Some of you might. This might be the message. I don't see it here. I see it more, ask for help from the higher powers. It's almost like a birthright. It's almost like your birthright to get the answers and get the energies of, self-confidence. No more self-doubt. No more playing the game with other people's expectations of you. This is coming into ask for help, and because of the next cards, that's why I'm saying I don't feel like it's telling you from humans around you, although for some of you that might be it. I don't want to take that off the table for some of you. Because of the council here and the seer, this very much feels like the higher self or a group. So like I said, if just some of you are star seeds, there's a group out there of your star family waiting for you to come into your power so they can drop you into this new truth and loving energy and following your own path and honoring your truth and yourself and not letting other people anymore come in your way or dictate your life, because when you tell the truth they belittle it, and so you ended up following in your path. This is like ask for help, and the next card is the council. Ask, perhaps get into more meditations or talk to angels, or if you, whatever you believe in, a higher power, whatever you believe in, there's your spiritual team, and it feels like more than one, even though this is singular here. There's a lot of help just waiting for you to ask for it. Quiet your mind, know that you're worthy of this, because there's this enormous help, enormous energy that wants to come your way to help you out of this shadow side of your reality. And the final product here that I see you're becoming is you're the seer. So yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You can dissect this. You know this highest truth. This is within you. This is your own power. You're able to see things. You're able to see people's subconscious. You're able to see when something's off, when someone's lying, when something's just not right, not fair, not just. Some of you might be developing your clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudience. But the first two, the clairaudience and the claircognizance, the clairvoyance and claircognizance, feel strongest here. Well, this is you. You have foresight. You have the ability to know these things. And this is very much asking you, stop questioning it, stop doubting it, lean into it, learn more about it, practice it, play with it until it gets to your intuition gets to a place where you can trust yourself. And all of this ties into creating a new reality for you, creating a new life. The next card that came out was Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit, and the Spider Spirit, make your dreams come true. So this is both telling me that once you find this, when you come into your own power, share it with other people. But before that, more so than that, be generous with yourself with these loving energies. Don't do this anymore where you're following someone else's flow and you don't feel worthy and you feel unsupported. Open up. This is what it's saying. Open up to, it's almost like whatever you think your dream has been, dream bigger. And the more you ask, the more you'll get into this ability of receiving more. It's almost like you've just been asking for the bare minimum, and there's so much help here. There's so many spiritual energy, spiritual teams waiting for you to see the truth of your own worth. See your own pearl inside, and then tap into it and ask for more than you imagine. It's almost like ask for what you're actually worthy of, not what you think is just the bare minimum of what's going to make your life better in a way. Ask for more, dream bigger, because what you've been asking for and what you've been feeling you are worthy of has been too small for the amount of the soul. Your soul is so much bigger than what you imagine it to be. So yeah, that's the story. That's what I got for you. Is there a final note? No, I think we've got all of it. So 555, again, for those who might resonate with that, 555 is a huge changes going on. That's the main significance of that number. But do look it up, 5555 as well, because of the card here. So 4 5s and 3 5s. Thank you very much. I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.